What if I told you that artificial intelligence wasn't just coming for your job? It might be laying the foundation for a global economic reset, the rise of universal basic income, and possibly even the first steps towards a one world government. Sound crazy? It's not. It's already happening. Let's start with what we know. Goldman Sachs says 300 million jobs worldwide will be affected by AI. That's not speculation. That's a projection by one of the most respected financial institutions on the planet. This isn't just about replacing factory workers or truck drivers anymore. AI is replacing marketers, financial analysts, coders, journalists, radiologists, teachers, customer support teams. We've already seen ChatGPT outperform junior developers in programming tests. Sora, Runway, Google VO3 are already creating entire video scenes with just a few lines of text. There are AI tools now that can edit videos, generate voiceovers, and even write legal contracts. If you work with words, numbers, or patterns, AI can probably do your job faster and cheaper, and soon, better. This is the beginning of an economic shift unlike anything we've seen since the Industrial Revolution. Except this time, white-collar work is on the chopping block. So what happens when millions, maybe even billions, lose their income source? That's where Universal Basic Income, or UBI, comes in. Elon Musk supports it. Andrew Yang ran his entire presidential campaign around it. Countries like Finland and Canada and certain cities in California have already started testing it. In a world where labor no longer is the main source of income, UBI becomes more than just a social safety net. It becomes the new foundation of the economy. Let's not forget, in 2023, over 41% of Americans reported living paycheck to paycheck. And that was before AI started automating certain core job functions. UBI sounds comforting, but here's the twist. To distribute it at scale, governments will need new tools. Enter central bank digital currencies, also known as CBDCs. The US Federal Reserve is already piloting FedNow, a foundation for a digital dollar. China has rolled out the digital yen. More than 130 countries are exploring CBDCs as we speak. Here's what makes CBDCs a little different. They're programmable. That means the money you receive could have rules built in. Rules about where you can spend it, when it expires, or whether you're allowed to save it. Imagine your monthly UBI arrives, but you're told you can't spend it on flights, meat, or subscriptions. That's not hypothetical, it's already being tested. Now combine that with AI managed economies. AI tracking your habits, AI deciding your risk level, AI recommending whether your money should freeze. Suddenly, the government doesn't just influence your life, it runs it. And here's where things start getting global. The World Economic Forum is already proposing frameworks for AI governance. The UN has put forth digital compact drafts, and the IMF wants coordinated digital currencies. You're going to start hearing terms like cross-border AI alignment and harmonized digital identity infrastructure. Sounds like tech talk, but really, it's global infrastructure. And what comes next is global governance. Part of the reason I'm making this video is because I think a lot of people feel this way deep down and see the writing on the wall. But most people are too afraid to talk about it, especially most news networks out there. At the same time, I truly have a nuanced approach about this. While I am hitting on some controversial topics, I generally try to have a positive mind about these types of things and don't want to just doom and gloom. We all do have choices at the end of the day, and we can select how we want to live our life to some extent, but things are tightening up in very real ways. So this isn't science fiction to me. This is a quiet rollout of a world where nations share systems, currency rules, and eventually laws. UBI leads to programmable money. Programmable money requires coordinated oversight, and that oversight might not belong just to your country anymore. Here's some helpful things you can do based on what I think is going to be happening as we move forward. Number one, learn AI tools. Don't wait to be replaced. Become the person who knows how to use AI. Number two, diversify your income. Build something that doesn't just rely on one job or one skill. Number three, understand digital privacy. Use VPNs, learn about decentralized apps, and know where your data goes. Number four, Pay attention to legislation. Vote for transparency whenever possible. Pressure leaders to keep AI and CBDC policies in public view. The more we give away to machines, the more we need to protect what makes us human. I've had so many conversations with individuals from artists to computer programmers to financial analysts and so many other people in between. And I've seen really amazing use cases of people working with AI to make beautiful things. As with all things in life, you can have a balanced perspective on this. To quote NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, AI isn't here to replace you, but someone who knows how to effectively use it might. The bigger question to ask, in my opinion, is will the speed of AI's development create a catalyst for a one world government, and possibly much sooner than most expect?